Hello, everyone. Everyone, we're going to get started shortly. Hey, everyone. We're going to get started shortly. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. Hey, Madison, welcome, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly.
How's your day so far?
Good, good. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly.
Thank you.
We'll get started shortly. Hey, Tracy, welcome, Tracy. Welcome.
Hey, David.
Hello. We'll get started shortly. We'll get started shortly, guys. Welcome. As you guys know, this is the beginners class. We'll go over some basics. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get started shortly. Hey, Jennifer, welcome, welcome. This is the beginner's class, so we'll go over some basics tonight. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. All right. So the first thing I'm going to, as you guys know, this is the beginner's class. So we'll go over some basics this evening. 1 second here. All right, so you guys should see my screen here. And it should say trading in the zone. All right, so that book we highly recommend, all right, for new traders especially. All right, so Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right, it's all about your mindset. All right, so when we trade, there's a particular type of trading mindset that we need to have when we trade. All right, so Trading in the Zone will help you with that. All right, master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning attitude. All right, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right, so this book you can, we give this book free to our one-on-one students that do coaching, one-on-one coaching. And there's also an audio book. So there's an audio book, a free audio book on YouTube that you can listen to. Okay, so highly recommend this book. The next thing I'm going to share with you guys is right here, support and resistance. So here is support and resistance. Let me share that with you guys here. All right. So support and resistance right here. All right. So Tracy, you had a question the other day about support and resistance and where do you actually enter? All right. Where do you draw your support and resistance lines? Where do you enter? So we always want to enter right at where your price is. So right near your price on your time frame, your trading window, right? That's where you want to draw in your support and resistance lines. All right. So some traders will go back. They'll go back a day, 2 days, 3 days. Now that can help with confirmation, but when we draw a support and resistance line, it needs to be near the price. And we'll go over some examples of those this evening. All right. So we want to draw those lines right near your price on your trading window. All right. Just remember, all your decisions will be made, right? Will be made right at support and resistance. So support and resistance, the keys to your success. And I know we keep going through this, but this is, it might sound basic, and but it's important. It is very, very important. If you're looking for a holy grail in trading, this is it. All right, so we must get this, and we want to get this early in our trading career. All right, so support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right, And the real thing to remember here is that when the price breaks resistance, that means the buyers are in control, right? Whatever happens after that, it is what it is, right? So, but when the buyers take control, the price breaks resistance, we've got to get in because the buyers are in control. When the price breaks support, we've got to get out. All right, we've got to get out because the sellers are now in control. And we'll take a look at some examples of that. Okay, so just remember, all right, price breaks resistance. Think of resistance as your ceiling. Think of support as your floor, right? Right between support and resistance, there is no decision to be made, right? Because price is just moving high, up and down, no real movement in either direction, okay? Once the price breaks resistance, we know now that the buyers are in control, all right? So very, very important. Very, very important on support and resistance. Any questions on support and resistance? Any questions on support and resistance?
No questions for me.
All right, very good, very good. All right, so the next chart is your 4 market phases. So let's go over that. And I know we keep going over this, but it's important. It's important. So the 4 market phases, let's pull that up. All right. So many traders try to skip through this process, right? Skip through this process, and you really can't. All right. This is your foundation. This is the basics that we must get. All right. So here we are right here. So the 4 market phases that every trader must know. That's going to start with accumulation at the bottom here, the bottom left. Usually you'll find accumulation at the either bottom left, middle, or right of your screen. So price is trading between support and resistance, just like the chart we just looked at, right? All right. So price is trading between support and resistance. The buyers finally took control, right? So broke resistance right here. And you guys should have copies of this already. All right. Price broke resistance. All right. And started a trend. The buyers are in control. This is called the markup phase, phase 2. All right. The markup phase, phase 2. All right. Within the markup phase, all right, there's going to be reaccumulation where the price accumulates again, kind of like here, right? And then breaks resistance again. All right. Just know that when the price breaks resistance in the reaccumulation phase, that's new buyers entering the market, guys. So new buyers that missed this opportunity here. So new buyers that missed the first buy signal, okay, on the break of resistance right here. Since they missed this opportunity right here, there is an opportunity right here for them to re-enter. All right, you guys can see my cursor. You can see my cursor.
That's what I was about to say, Dave. I can't see your cursor.
You can't see my cursor? Okay. All right. All right. Hold on 1 second here. Okay, how about now, Tracy? Can you see it now?
Let's see here. Are you where are you pointing towards so I can, are you on still the accumulation, the reaccumulation area?
Yes, yes. Do you
I
see
still
it?
don't see it.
Okay.
I don't either.
Okay, how about here? How
Okay,
about now?
now wait, yeah, now I do. Now I do.
Okay, okay.
I do.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, 1 second here. All right. Okay, all right. So just understand that right here, support and resistance, right here, accumulation phase 1. Okay, phase 1. This is your support and resistance. So this is your previous chart, right? So when we're looking at support and resistance, we want to look right where the price is trading right in this area here. All right. So some traders, you can go back a week, a month. All right. That's just, for some confirmation, but your real trading will be done right in this area here, right in this area. Okay. So Tracy, that was a good question the other day, right? Where do you look for your support and resistance? Because understand support and resistance, when you're looking at a trading chart, right? So you're going to have previous support and resistance, but that's past, right? So that's past support and resistance. The support and resistance you're going to be working with is going to be right in front of you where the price is trading right now. All right. So just remember that. So price broke resistance right here. We would get a buy signal right here. Okay, so it's left the accumulation phase and now it's in the markup phase, phase 2. All right. We know that price will never go up in a straight line, guys. It never goes up in a straight line. So it's going to go up and then consolidate again or accumulate. Okay, and what's happening is that price is not only taking a rest, right, resting, but it's giving new buyers an opportunity to get back in. So all those buyers that missed this opportunity right here, all right, this is a chance for them to get back in here and then move the price even higher. So that allows us to accumulate more. All right, so we can enter again here with a second position. So that's why it's called the reaccumulation phase. All right, at the top of the price, okay, at the top of the chart here, top of price, we have distribution. So this is where the price is no longer making new highs, guys. Okay, remember, it never goes up forever. All right, so once it hits the top, okay, doesn't go up, doesn't continue to make new highs, that's called the distribution phase. So it accumulates, consolidates at the top, breaks support, right? So now the sellers are in, we've got to get out. So we bought here, sold here, we got out. All right, so this is phase 3. And then phase 4 is the markdown phase. Okay, so phase 4 here, that's the markdown phase. Okay, within the markdown phase, we've got redistribution. So just like we've got reaccumulation here, all right, we've got redistribution here, which means we got new sellers, price broke support here, and we've got new sellers coming in to push the price lower. All right, this is very, very important. These are the 4 market phases. We have to follow this every time we trade. So when we look at a trading chart, okay, everything, it doesn't matter what we trade, whether it's stocks, whether it's cryptos, whether it's Forex, futures, it doesn't matter. When we look at a price chart, it will be in one of these 4 phases. Okay, so remember that. All right, very, very important. I know we go through this over and over, but it's important that we do that because this is your foundation, right? And I always tell traders to print this out, laminate it, print it out and laminate it, have it as a resource all the time. All right, any questions on this? Any questions on the 4 market phases?
No questions from me, David.
Okay, very good. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna take a look at some live charts. Okay, so we're gonna go through some live charts so you guys can see some live examples. All right, live examples. All right. All right, so here is our trading chart. And let's see here. All right. Okay. So can you guys see my cursor? Can you see my cursor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay. So we'll go through a few of these. Okay, so I'm gonna stroll through this, and then you guys tell me where to stop when you see resistance. Okay, so I'm just gonna go this and just tell me when you tell me to stop when you guys see where the resistance is.
Oh, David, the price action of the two green bars up there, is that the current price action?
Yes, that's the current price action. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So so tell me when to stop when you see the current support and resistance first.
Right up there at the top there with it.
Right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, right there. So
Okay.
far, I mean, it could still keep going, but as of right now, that looks like the resistance.
Very good. So that's resistance up there. Okay. Hey Rose, welcome. Tell me where to stop. Tell me when to stop to see the current support. Current support.
Right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So this is the current resistance, current support. And what phase is this? What phase is this?
This, like in between support and resistance, what phase is that?
Yes, right here, right? What was this phase right here?
To my redistribution?
Nope.
No, that's the accumulation phase.
Okay, so it's the accumulation phase?
Yes.
No, keep going. It's not accumulation.
No? Okay.
It is not okay, so.
Look at your charts.
So, I mean, we're still in the markup phase though, right?
Yes, very good. You're in the markup phase, right? But what is this within the markup phase? What's this called?
Reaccumulation?
Distribution.
No, reaccumulation. Good job, Madison. Reaccumulation. Okay, reaccumulation. Remember, let's go through this. Let's go through this. Okay, so I'm going to tell me when to stop when you got your first resistance, first break of resistance. Tell me where you should have bought. Okay, so tell me when to stop. This is your first resistance. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, so
back there. Yeah.
This would be your first resistance.
Right. Because it broke through the resistance line that was drawn previous.
I agree.
You agree, Madison? Okay, how about you, Rose? You agree?
Hi. Yes,
Hi.
I agree.
Okay.
However, I did not realize this is a beginner's class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I am so sorry. I don't want to interrupt. However, David,
Yes.
sorry, girls. I'm just going to have to say something really quick. I was watching all the recordings. And then what I noticed in one of the recording, you mentioned you're adding the fundamentals analysis, IBD.
Yes.
And I wasn't sure what is IBD is referring to.
Okay. Rose, I'll get with you.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. I'm just going to leave right now, but if we can reconnect after this session, I would appreciate that because some of the tabs at the bottom of my screen has disappeared. So I was wondering yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. We'll connect after this.
Yeah. After the class, I'll get with you. And yeah,
you.
it's good news though. It's good news what we're adding. Yeah.
Sounds
good
good.
news. Yeah. You'll like it. You'll like it.
Okay.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Rose.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
All right.
Sorry
You're welcome.
and good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Okay, so this is resistance here, but this is your first resistance right here. Okay, so this is your first resistance right here. Okay, that makes sense. This is your first resistance. This is accumulation. So let's draw it out. Okay, this is important. So this is accumulation right here. You guys see this?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this. We're going to go back and forth here. Hold on. Because this is important. All right, stay with me, guys. Stay with me. All right. Okay, so you see the 4 market phases?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So remember, this is accumulation. You guys can you see my cursor? I'm just making sure.
Yes.
Okay, so this is accumulation. Remember, we always start with accumulation. Okay, this is your support. This is your resistance. When the price breaks that resistance, that's going to be your first buy signal to get in at the bottom here. Okay, so always remember that. Okay, support, resistance, price breaks resistance, you're going to get in. Any support and resistance lines that come in after your first break, that's reaccumulation. The whole phase is the markup phase, but within the markup phase, you're going to have areas where price will take a break or consolidate. New buyers will come in on a break of resistance. Okay, so now let's go to the chart. All right, let's go to the chart. All right, so here is the chart here. So this is accumulation. Okay, this is accumulation. This is your phase. This is your first phase, accumulation phase. Here is resistance right here. If I move this line, you'll see resistance right here. That's resistance. Okay, down here is support. Price broke resistance right here. Okay, right here. Give us a buy signal. So our entry would have been here. Okay, our entry would have been here. This here is also resistance. Okay, but what is this called here? Now that the price broke this resistance, what is this called here? What's this line right here?
If that's another resistance, then I'm sorry. Can you say the question again? I'm confused suddenly.
Yes. Okay. So this is resistance, right? So price broke this resistance. We got a buy signal here, right? This is accumulation right here, right? This is accumulation. Price broke resistance. We got a buy signal here. All right. So what phase are we in? What phase? Pretend that this isn't here. All this here. We just right in this area here. What phase are we in now?
So would that be reaccumulation?
Reaccumulation.
Okay, so reaccumulation would be when does reaccumulation happen?
It happens after the price breaks resistance the first time.
Okay, so after the price breaks resistance the first time, that's not reaccumulation. That's just we're just in the markup phase. Reaccumulation is when we get new resistance lines, kind of like here, and now the price breaks resistance. We have new buyers come in. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So just remember, when we have new buyers come in on new break of resistance, that's reaccumulation. Okay.
Okay.
What is setting up right? So here is you, and you mentioned it, Tracy, this is support and this is resistance right here. All right. So we would have had one reaccumulation here. Do we have reaccumulation here? Do we have reaccumulation here? A new buyers coming in and pushing the price above resistance here?
Not yet.
Not yet. What would have to happen to have a second reaccumulation? What would have to
Price would
happen?
have to come back down to that area, wouldn't it?
Mm-mm.
This,
When do we
it would
get
have to-
when do we get reaccumulation? I want you guys to think about this, right? When does reaccumulation happen? When does reaccumulation happen?
when the price comes back down to the support area.
No. Mm-mm. When does reaccumulation happen? What happens when there is reaccumulation?
Price consolidates and then pushes past resistance again, breaks resistance again, and goes higher.
Very good. Very good. So price would have to, you see this resistance right here? So the price, guys, would have to break through that resistance, just like it did here. Price had to break through that resistance for us to buy, break through this resistance for us to add to our position, and now would have to break through this resistance here, all right, for us if we wanted to get in again. Just know that every time the price breaks resistance, that's an opportunity to buy, because we've got new buyers entering the market, and we want to buy when the buyers are buying, right? We've talked about this before, right? We want to only buy when the buyers are buying. Just remember, when the price breaks resistance, that's your trigger. Every time the price breaks resistance, that's your trigger to buy. Okay. Okay, just remember that every time the price breaks resistance, so write that down. When the price every time the price breaks resistance, that's your trigger to buy. Okay, so all of this is in the markup phase. So that's your trend. The buyers are in control. We've got green candles. Buyers are in control. All right. But we
What
only
is considered the accumulation phase, like when you have 2 or 3 candles in the same area? Because if it's a single candle and continues moving up, that's not accumulation, but considered to be accumulation was 2 or 3 candles or more.
Okay. So accumulation is where price is trading between support and resistance. Okay. And you're right? You need a minimum of 2 touches. So a touch here, that's resistance. A touch here, that's resistance. Whenever you've got more than 2 touches, right? More than one. I would say if the price makes a low, it comes down like this, that's not resistance. You need it to come down to that price level at least twice to start forming a support. Same thing for resistance. If you guys look here, right, this is pretty strong resistance. Now our main resistance is right here. Our main resistance is right here. But if you guys notice, right, the price never went higher than here. All right, it went higher, it broke out here, but look what happened. The sellers brought it back right in here. Right? It never broke here, never broke here, never broke here, never broke here. So this is pretty strong resistance, right? The price is failing, right, to move higher. It wasn't until here where the price broke resistance and continued into a trend. So all of this is your accumulation. All of this is your accumulation phase. Now, the most important accumulation phase is what's happening right in here, right? Because this doesn't matter, but it does help for, you know, for to kind of see what the history has been. But your execution will be right in this area right here. But pretty good support, Tracy, pretty good support, pretty good resistance. This is your accumulation. Okay, this is your accumulation. Here, this buy signal, and we're always going to get, we're going to buy on resistance, sell on support. All right, buy on resistance, on a break of resistance, sell on support. So price broke resistance, right? So we're in the markup phase, green candles. We don't have red candles like this. All right, so the sellers are not in control, right? The buyers are in control. So buy signal here, new support and resistance. That's the reaccumulation phase right here. Resistance becomes support. Here, price moved up. So all along here, we would not have done anything, right? We would just hold on to the trade. And then up here now, price is starting to accumulate again, okay? And if it breaks this resistance, that's reaccumulation, we can add it to the position, okay? So accumulation, markup, a break of this resistance, that's reaccumulation. If it price breaks here, that's accumulation again. If the price breaks this resistance here, that's reaccumulation. All right, what would happen if the price breaks this support down in here? What could we get?
It's then it's actually distribution.
Yes.
That's we have to sell because that's the first break of support.
Very good. So it would look something like this. Okay, it would look something like this. All right, where the price comes down, breaks support, right? Here was our buy signal, breaks support. We've got to get out because look what happens. All right, when the price breaks support, the sellers come back in and push the price down. All right, so we want to buy on a break of resistance, sell when the price breaks support, so that we're out because the sellers come in. That's why this is important. Okay, that's why it's important to follow support and resistance and the 4 market phases. All right, it's very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. All right, let's find a few more here. All right. So let's go through this chart here. Okay, guys, I'm getting some background noise. Help me out, please. All right. All right, so here is resistance. And then here is support. Okay, you guys have to get this. You really do, right? You really, really have to get this. Okay, that's why we keep going through it. Doesn't matter how long it takes, right? You have to get this. Okay, so here is resistance, here is support. Okay, what phase is this area right in here between support and resistance? What phase is this?
Accumulation.
Very good, Madison. Accumulation. Very good. Okay, what phase is this?
Markup.
Markup. Very good. Markup phase. Do we have reaccumulation? Do we have reaccumulation? Here's new support and resistance lines. Do we have reaccumulation?
No.
No. Very good. Why don't we have reaccumulation?
Because it broke support.
Because
Price.
it broke support. Okay, but why else? Why else did we not get have reaccumulation?
Because to have reaccumulation, you would have to have price break break resistance.
And did that
Right?
happen?
No.
No. Very good. Good job. Very good. Tracy, do you see that?
Well, that it didn't break, that it didn't break the resistance, or?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so,
Do you see that? Wait, it did not break resistance.
but you wouldn't trade in that though, would you?
What's that?
In that area at the top there.
Okay, so here, follow me. So here is resistance,
Okay.
and then here is support right here. Okay, so did the price break resistance right here? Did the price break resistance right here?
Yes.
Yes. All right, Tracy now, Tracy. Tracy, did the price break resistance right here?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, did we get a buy signal right here on a break of resistance?
Yeah, I mean,
The
it
blue
broke
arrow,
resistance.
the blue arrows are a buy signal.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So we got a buy signal, right? So we
Okay.
got a buy signal right here. So just follow me. So here's our buy signal right here. So we are in the trade. We're in the trade. We're moving higher. We're moving higher. We're in the trade. There's nothing to do. All right. There's nothing to do. We're in the trade. And then here, price hit a resistance right here. So it hit a wall. It didn't go any higher. Here is our support right here. Okay. That's the reaccumulation phase. That's the reaccumulation phase. Did the price that did not this is the accumulation phase. I'm sorry, the accumulation phase. Do we have reaccumulation, Tracy? Do we have reaccumulation?
Where at? Where your arrow
Right,
is?
yeah, right here and right here. That's new support and resistance. That's accumulation, right, happening right here, right? Or consolidation right here. Do we have reaccumulation right here? Do we have reaccumulation right here? Take your time, take your time. Think about it.
I would say so, because it's bouncing between the support and resistance line.
Okay, what do we have to have reaccumulation? I want you to think about it. What has to happen for
So
us
it
to
has
get?
to, so it has to break the resistance line then to have the reaccumulation.
Yes.
So
So-
what is that? So what is that phase called then that I'm thinking about, I'm looking at right now?
Okay, right here,
Yeah.
that's just consolidation.
Okay. Okay.
Once it breaks resistance, right? That's reaccumulation. And what is reaccumulation, Tracy? Tracy, what is reaccumulation? What happens when there's reaccumulation?
Some more buyers has come in.
Very good. Very good. So new buyers are coming in. Do we have new buyers coming in? Just know that when new buyers come in, that means the price is moving higher. Did the price move higher here at this resistance?
No.
No. So we
I
don't
guess
have.
I'm getting consolidation and reaccumulation mixed up.
Yes.
Is what I believe is happening with me on my side.
Yes, yes, but let's keep it simple. Keep it simple, okay? So the price did not break resistance, so we don't have new buyers coming in, so that's not reaccumulation. As a matter of fact, the price came down, right, and broke support right here, right? So now, right, we always moving with the price, okay? We always moving right with the price. So here was our buy signal, right? The price failed. We had new price consolidated up in this area here, guys. Okay, it failed. Okay, it failed. It failed to make new highs. It failed to reaccumulate. Okay, so when that happens, guess what? The price came back down. There's nothing we can do about that. It is what it is, right? our goal is to know what phases that we're in, where support and resistance is, so that we can remove all of the emotions, so that we're not just trading on emotions, we're following a price pattern, we're following the price, right? So guess what happens? Guess what happened here? All right, so never just think of reaccumulation is the trend keeps going up and up and up and up. That's reaccumulation. New traders are buying, new traders are continuing to buy, new traders are continuing to buy to move the price higher. If we don't break resistance and get into that reaccumulation phase, guess what? Price is going to have to come back down. It's going to have to come back down eventually if we don't get new buyers. We talked about the store, right? Going into that store, right? Last time, right? And you pass by that store in the mall, right? And that store is empty, right? So guess what? You're not gonna go into that store if it's empty. You're gonna go to the store with with a lot of merchandise, good prices, right? Where you're gonna get a good deal. Tons of people are buying. That's where you're gonna go, right? Right? You're not gonna go to the store with that, that doesn't have any inventory. Same thing here. Guess what? They're getting out. Price broke support. We bought here, sold here, we're out. And look what happened. The sellers came in and took the price lower. It took the price lower all the way down here. All right. And the reason is, guess what? The buyers did not have any control anymore. They tried. It did not break resistance. They could not reaccumulate. They couldn't continue to push the price higher. Price has to come down, right? Sellers came in, and guess what? Same thing here. Same thing here. Okay. Here is resistance right here. Here is support. Okay, we call this support right here. Price broke support. Look here, price, it went up. It failed to get reaccumulation, failed. It did not move higher, kind of like the same area here, right? It did not move higher, no reaccumulation. Just remember, guys, when we don't have if we get in, right, it's in the markup phase, right? We did everything right. It's in the markup phase. When we do not have new buyers coming in, all right, when we do not have new buyers coming in to reaccumulate, right, to keep buying, the price isn't going to go any higher. I mean, I just want just really think about it. We need to have new buyers coming in to continue to buy, to push the price higher. If we do not have new buyers coming in, right, we do not have reaccumulation, price will not move higher. All right, so sellers are going to come in just like they did here. All right, so the sellers came in, the price broke support right here, broke support, actually got a sell signal just like the previous sell signal. Got a sell signal here, these white arrows, sell signal here. Guess what? They came back in, the sellers came back in and pushed the price all the way down, all the way down. So if we didn't get out here when the sellers came in, right, these red candles, that's the sellers coming in. If we didn't get out, we'd take a huge loss all the way down here. All right, so that's why this is important. All right, so when you guys are trading and you're in a trade, you did everything right, right? You got in, right? From that accumulation, price broke resistance, you got in. This is the markup. Watch the price. Watch the price to see, right? How is it continuing to reaccumulate? If it's not continuing to reaccumulate and it's failing to break new resistance in that reaccumulation phase, guess what? It's failing. Sellers are going to come in. All right. So start watching, start waiting, start anticipating that you're going to get a sell signal. All right. That's what it's about. Okay. That's why the 4 market phases is important, so that you're not randomly in the market. You know when to get in, right? You know when to anticipate that the trade is slowing down because it's not continuing to break new resistance levels. Okay. It's not continuing to give you new reaccumulation phases. Okay, that the sellers could come in, and that's just what they did. Okay, does that make sense? Does this help?
Yes.
It does. Okay. Okay. Does this help, Tracy?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have to keep going through this. We have to get this right. And I know it's new, but just keep practicing this. Keep practicing this. Okay. Start watching charts and watch this. Right. Let me find one more before we leave. I want to find one more before we leave here. 1 second here. Okay. Okay, this is a decent example here. Okay, so here was our accumulation. Oh, hold on, let me find a better example. 1 second here. I can't find a trend. Okay, here is a good example here. All right. Okay, we'll close with this. Okay, so here is resistance. And here is support. Okay, so what phase is this right here? We're gonna walk through this, okay? And I want both you guys, okay, to follow along with me, okay? So what phase is this?
Accumulation.
Accumulation. Tracy, what phase is this?
Okay, the accumulation phase.
Accumulation phase. Okay, very good. Okay, so price broke resistance. The buyers are in control. We've got green candles. All right, we got a buy signal here. So now we are in the trade. Okay, so just pretend that we are in this trade. We got a buy signal right here. These blue arrows are a buy signal, green candles. So now we're in the trade. All right, so we're in the trade. All right, every candle is a day's worth of data. Okay, so now price is moving higher. Price is moving higher. It made a high. It made a high here. It pulled back. Now it pulled back to this area here. So now we've got resistance here and support here. Pretend that none of this has happened, right? So here we are. We've got resistance here. And then we've got support here. I'm going to bring out another right here. Okay, so here we are. We've got resistance here, support here. Forget about anything past this line here. Okay, this resistance line. So what is this area right here?
It would be considered distribution because there's nothing else after it.
It's not
No?
distribution. No.
No?
So it's consolidating then, or?
It's consolidating. Very good. It's consolidating. Okay. All right,
I
so
didn't know that was a phase. Okay, I'm sorry.
it's consolidating. Okay, so now, right? So it's consolidating. The price broke resistance. So it got past the resistance. So what phase is it now in?
It's in the markup phase again,
Yeah,
right?
this whole phase is markup. Okay,
Right.
this whole phase is markup. So it just broke resistance. It's in the markup phase. So it's in the markup phase. It just broke resistance. What phase is that? What phase is it in now?
So that would be reaccumulation then?
Very
Yeah.
good. So it becomes reaccumulation. It broke resistance. This resistance here becomes support. Okay. And now we've got new. It came up here. It has new resistance, right? So what phase? Forget anything past price past this area here. So forget about that. We're just dealing with this area right here. We got to go step by step, guys. Notice what we're doing. We're going step by step. What is this? All of this is in the markup phase. What's this right here? What's price doing right here?
Consolidating.
It's consolidating. Very good. Very good. Now price, here is your resistance. Price broke that resistance right here. Now what phase are we in?
We're in a reaccumulation phase.
Very good. We are in the reaccumulation phase. We could add if we wanted to, or just hold, right? Okay, so now we have that previous resistance is now support, right? Because price is above that resistance. Price broke resistance, reaccumulation. This resistance is now support. The price made a high up here, but didn't break. So now this is our new resistance line, right? It's our new resistance line. So what phase is this right here?
Consolidation.
Consolidation, right? Price broke resistance right here. It broke resistance. So what phase is this right now?
Reaccumulation.
Very good. Reaccumulation. Now this previous resistance becomes support. And then here is our new resistance here because price made a high and pull back. So this is our new resistance here. Support here. What is Tracy? Now you, Tracy. What is this area right in here called? What is this?
It's consolidating again.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so it's consolidating again. Okay, so now this is our new support because the price broke support. Okay, broke resistance rather, broke resistance. And now the price made a high. Okay, it made a high. And guess what? What's this area called right here? That's resistance, that's support. What is it doing right here? What is it doing right here? What is price?
So is it consolidating again?
Very good. Consolidating again. Very good. So it's consolidating again here. Price broke resistance, right? What is this called here? The price broke resistance right here. What is this area called? What is it doing?
What is so it's reaccumulating.
Reaccumulation again. Very good. Very good. Okay, so the reaccumulation again. Guess what? This now resistance becomes support. Now this price made a high here. This is our new resistance level right here. Okay, so it's what's this? Forget about this. What is it doing right here? What's price doing right here?
Consolidating.
Consolidating. Very good, right? The price broke resistance. Here is resistance, broke resistance. What phase is this right here? What phase is this right here? It broke resistance. What phase is this right here?
Reaccumulation.
Reaccumulation. Very good, Madison. Very good. So that's reaccumulation. And guess what? Right? This here becomes support. This is resistance. It didn't go any higher. Okay. Now the price came back down, didn't go any higher. What's this area right here called? What's this area right here called?
Distribution.
Not yet, not yet. What's this
Not yet.
area? Yeah, forget about this.
Oh, consolidation. I'm sorry.
Consolidation, very good. Consolidation. So it came down, consolidation. It broke this support right here, all right? And then we've got another support right here. That's a bigger support. So the sellers came in, it never continued to reaccumulate. It was reaccumulating. Finally, it was done. No more reaccumulating, right? So here is our support, right? Here is our our resistance right here. Price broke support. Sellers came in. We got red candles. Now we've got to get out. Now we've got to close the trade and get out. Because guess what? Price broke support right here. Red candles. We got a white arrow here to exit. So we bought here, sold here, but we had plenty of opportunities all along here if we wanted to add to the trade, because it kept reaccumulating. New buyers keep entering the market. It wasn't until here, right, that the buyers said, we're done. All right, and we got purple support and resistance. No more yellow support and resistance, and we're done here. All right, good job, guys. Good job. We're gonna keep going through this. This is why I want you guys to come to the beginners class. We have to keep going through this so that when you do this, you shouldn't have to guess. You should just know. All right, you should just know what's happening here. All right, and that's when you know you're ready to trade. When this is you're going through this, you can look at a chart and you can see what's happening, and it's just second nature. Then you know you're ready. You guys have to know this. Otherwise, you're just giving money away to the markets. All right, that's why this class is critical for new traders. So I'm glad you guys are on here, and I force you guys to come in and do this work, because you need to get to the point, right? And just push yourself to get this. Don't forget everything else. This is your foundation. Everything else will come. All right. Everything else, I guarantee you, everything else will come if you understand this, right? Get this. This is critical. This is your foundation. Okay. So good job. Very good job. Very good job. All right, guys. So any questions on this before we call it a night? Any questions on this?
No, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Madison. Good job,
Definitely
Tracy.
practice.
Yeah, good job, guys. Okay, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next class. All right, take care. Have a good evening. Good job. Good job.
Good
Take care.
night.
Bye-bye.